keeps compiling on top of itself. PNB Rock is out of Roscoe's. It's actually weirdly the same Roscoe's that we did a vlog in like 9 months ago or some shit with me and Foolie.
The same one.
I think if you just search like No Jumper Foolie vlog, it'll probably come right up. But we were just checking out his sort of local neighborhood and everything like that, right? And that was the Roscoe's that we went to. And they kept telling us, like, this ain't like a regular Roscoe's. I know they got Roscoe's in Long Beach and Hollywood and like nice areas and shit. But this Roscoe's is pretty much like right by some projects and shit.
It's literally the worst, one of the worst restaurants in Los Angeles that you could go eat at.
Damn.
Like literally, like we're from LA.
Niggas know not to go
We
there.
know niggas that's in that area. We still don't go eat over there.
When I went,
you know what I mean?
I've
eaten there once or twice, but I don't feel. You don't sit there and eat like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm comfortable. Like, nah.
I mean, there were a lot of like families and shit when I was in there. You know, it's like old people sitting there.
Bro.
You know, random ass Mexican people.
That
chilling,
shit is
whatever.
right in the fucking
I mean,
main street.
Listen, that Roscoe's wouldn't be open if there wasn't a constant supply of people that wanted to go there, you know?
Sure.
But it's mostly people who fucking live there. And it's like
from the area.
Almost 0% of them
people that live
famous.
on that side.
I'll put it in perspective. When we were there, I wish I remember his name right now, but we start talking to like a guard who's in the parking lot, and he basically tells me he's from blank gang, and he just did 30 years in prison for a murder or some shit.
30 years?
And this dude has only been out for like a year or some shit, and his day-to-day job is basically like standing in this parking lot protecting the fucking corner store and the Roscoe's, whatever. Like, that's how probable some crazy shit happening is that they got that kind of security who really has like a street resume that is going to make people not want to test something in that plaza.
Shit been happening in that plaza for years.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, for everybody that's not from Los Angeles, that's the east side. That's like, when you ask anybody, like, where do you not go to do anything?
Right.
It's just
Stay away from the east side unless you with somebody from the east side.
You know why he's over there?
It gets
right?
real easy.
Why?
Well, I heard that it's because the fucking Jokes Up, Runts, whatever, like the Young LB shit, like they were working on a strain, and that's like not that far from there.
Yeah, but that's not the plaza.
Yeah, it's still
Right, but I think that, you know, they finished doing their weed shit, whatever, like have their little business meeting, and then they're like, oh, let's get some food, what's around here?
And I can see somebody like, oh, Roscoe's is cool, and thinking like, you know, like it's cool to go to. And
right,
it's
because
like,
Roscoe's
I don't know,
is such a
man.
known thing in LA, and
people
most of
go.
them are not in treacherous ass areas, so people kind of think Roscoe's, oh, it better be cool. I'm gonna be real with you. If I was in that area riding bikes or hanging out doing some kind of business meeting, whatever, near there, I wouldn't think it was that out of the ordinary to go there. But that's me not really knowing where I'm at.
It'll look grimy.
That's not me knowing where I'm at.
Yeah,
I know what it's like because I'm sitting there having Foolie telling me like, oh, this and this happened around here, this area, so and so. These people can't come here.
That shit is grimy.
If you could compare that one to the other ones, it looks grimy.
It's night and day. And even like the one in Inglewood, like
the one in Inglewood is safer than
it's
that.
better, but shit happens over there too. But you know, I was telling
go to the one in Hollywood.
Yeah, go to one in Hollywood. Even then, that one is you still gotta watch yourself.
Yeah, but still.
But I was telling Flacco the other day, and I told Flacco, I'm like, hey, equivalent to this is like basically saying go eat across the street from O Block, and you know what I'm saying, and just have your shit on and just eat there. It's like no, that's how, you know, how crazy that area is.
Right. It's definitely the equivalent, probably.
And like, okay, like, cause his story was still up, so I like went back and watched his story, and I was like, bro, this nigga had, he didn't just have like the regular like everyday chains on. He had like the extra'd out chains on.
Is that true?
Bro,
I was wondering that because everybody assumes he had hella jewelry on, but I was thinking in my head.
I looked at his story.
Right.
I heard he pulled up in a Maybach too,
and he was in a Maybach.
So if you pull
on the east side,
you gotta think about it. You pull up to one of the grimiest hoods in Los Angeles, areas in Los Angeles, in a Maybach, and you got your chains on, and people watch you. You've been there. You see niggas watch that shit all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't take but a couple of minutes for somebody to be like, hey, he over here slipping. Like, you know what I mean? That's the reality of the situation.
But let's be real. Like, based on what we know now, this is some extra ass shit because most of what we're hearing about these robberies of celebrities and everything like that is people basically like scouting out strip clubs and clubs and restaurants or whatever. They see somebody with some nice shit on, and then they follow them back to their crib, because if you try to rob somebody on some random cul-de-sac in the valley, you might really be able to get out of there afterwards because it's such a low profile area without that many people around. Now, granted, they have cameras. That's something you got to think about and everything. But
Yeah.
this is different. This dude walks up in broad fucking daylight and shoots
Inside
this
of the
guy.
restaurant.
And I mean, I have a source it's obviously not 100%, but I heard that they didn't even like really make a full effort to strip him of his jewelry. I heard they
Wow.
just pulled up and shot him, and then tried
I
to pull
don't-
the chains off his neck. And I heard they only got one of them.
I don't think that, you know what I'm saying. And this is one thing that
Damn.
I don't like. Niggas is making it seem like LA niggas is targeting out of town people. That is not true.
Yeah.
Nigga,
They're targeting jewelry and